Well, after a pretty warm afternoon yesterday, we got up into the 70s, some low 80s around western Washington. We're going to cool down a little bit today as our onshore winds are picking up. It's slowly pushing in some marine air, and we're seeing that slowly filter its way inland. Looking out from our Port Angeles tower cam, it's had the clouds moving in there since early this morning, kind of filling in entirely there, but it's been very slow to make its way into much of Puget Sound during the morning. We still have quite a bit of sunshine there in Everett, but every time I check the camera this morning, seeing a little bit more of that lower marine cloudiness filtering in there, and you should see more of that this afternoon. This is the first time we've actually seen clouds that weren't up on the top of Mount Rainier here today, so we're definitely seeing the onshore winds drag in a little bit of that ocean moisture, it looks like. And it's been in evidence out there at Westport all morning long with the low clouds and some light fog out there. It always looks like it's in another part of the country because it's such a contrast to what we see in Puget Sound so much of the time. You can see there on the satellite image, it's working its way slowly inland. It's some higher clouds going over as well, but you can see it pushing up into the Hood Canal, South Sound, and then coming slowly down through the strait. So that's going to close off this afternoon. We'll see a mixture of sunshine, of clouds, and some sun breaks during the afternoon. It is going to cool us back today. We should drop off about 3 to 5 degrees from yesterday and cool a little bit more tomorrow. In fact, Saturday probably is going to be our coolest day of the week with our highs ranging from the mid-60s to the low 70s, but we'll reverse course and start warming back up again beginning on Sunday. Checking east of the Cascades, they continue to have a fairly active wildfire season over there. Part of that is we've had this pretty consistent onshore wind, which then goes up the Cascades, over the crest, and down into eastern Washington, give them some breezy to windy conditions there on a regular basis every afternoon. And as a result of that, tomorrow on Saturday, they're going to be putting in a fire weather watch for the potential for some critical fire conditions. Then from noon to 9 o'clock tomorrow, they'll be keeping a close watch on that. And basically the cause of it is what I was just talking about, those gusty winds that come down the east slopes of the Cascades, kind of fanning anything that gets started, and also the fires that are already burning, and low relative humidities. They really require seeing some recovery during the overnight hours of seeing those humidities come up, and they have not seen much of that. So that continues to keep the fire hazard high. And temperatures have remained warm. In fact, they've been running mostly in the 80s to some low 90s here for the past 3 or 4 days. Take a look out this morning at Futurecast. You can see it shows those clouds kind of making their way in during the course of the day, but not really forming a continuous or solid mass of clouds. So it'll continue to be a mix of sunshine and some clouds for the afternoon hours. Then as we head towards overnight tonight into tomorrow morning, we will see a little bit stronger push. You see there's more clouds around, and we might actually see it be able to squeeze out maybe a few drops of some sprinkles out towards the coast and up in some of the northern counties as we head on towards the afternoon on Saturday. But once that kind of zips on by, we are going to be looking for things to clear out to plenty of sunshine. I think really, realistically, most of Puget Sound is going to be totally dry. There won't be any problems with that. So if you have outdoor plans Saturday, I would not be concerned at all. It will be cooler, like I said. It's going to see those temperatures in the 60s and low 70s, but that's still pretty comfortable. And you can see as we get into Sunday on into Monday, things clear out entirely as that big area of high pressure that's sitting over the western states kind of pushes up a little bit closer to us as we head into next week. And that is going to start to give us some warmer temperatures. Doesn't look like it's going to get hot at all. We'll still have some weak onshore winds, but should push those temperatures up into the 70s to probably the low 80s. Checking the temperatures up there in the northern counties today. You can see there in Snohomish and Skagit counties. Temperatures right near the water, pretty close to where they've been through much of the week, mostly in the mid to upper 60s. And then as you move inland, considerably warmer with mostly low to mid 70s. All the way as you get farther in on SR 20, there towards Marble Mount, actually getting up to around 80 degrees. Checking out Snohomish County, you see most temperatures in the upper 60s to the low to mid 70s, so pretty comfortable today, but a little bit cooler by a degree or so from where they were yesterday. Then around King County, you can see those temperatures, which were in the upper 70s to near 80 degrees yesterday, dropping off a few degrees as well. Not too different once you get down into Lewis and Pierce counties. We're going to be looking for Thurston, rather. You see those temperatures running mostly in the mid to upper 70s, maybe some touching 80 there in Puyallup, but probably staying in the 70s. Out towards southwestern Washington, temperatures being close to the ocean, running mostly in the low to mid 60s inland, and then right into the right around 60 degrees out there along the ocean beaches. Around the Olympic Peninsula, right around 60 degrees along the coast, and then pushing into the 60s as you get inland, a little bit warmer over on the east slopes of the Cascades, where high temperatures will be in the low to mid 70s. And east of the Cascades, we're going to be looking for mostly sunny skies and pretty warm over there. Temperatures mostly in the upper 80s to the low to mid 90s, so that heat continues over there on the east side of the Cascades. Take a look at the mountains. You can see up there at Hurricane Ridge, we've got some of those clouds working their way in there and kind of covering up the sun, but you can see still looking pretty good looking out there across the Olympics. Good visibility for hiking. Lots of sunshine still going on over in the Cascades there at Mount Rainier. And Cascade hiking will be sunnier today, it looks like, as we'll see sunshine and temperatures at the highway pass levels getting to the upper 60s to right near 70 degrees. Tomorrow we might see a few more clouds around and might even see a little bit of fog in the morning as some of that marine air sneaks across the Snoqualmie Pass and temperatures getting up into the low to mid 60s. Again today, we'll see those temperatures drop back just a little bit from yesterday, running mostly in the upper 60s in the northern portion of the Sound, and then into the mid to maybe a few upper 70s in the south. If we head into Saturday, you see those coolest temperatures of the week. Temperatures in the mid to upper 60s north of Seattle and mostly in the low to a couple mid 70s as you get down south of Seattle to naturally warmer spots. Staying in about that same range, maybe picking up a degree or two as we head into Sunday. Then Monday, we start to see that high pressure kind of move in a little bit from the southeast, from the interior of the western states. That is going to warm us up into the mid 70s north of Seattle, right into the low 80s there from Seattle southward. And it looks like we're going to stay kind of in that range through a chunk of the week. We'll probably bounce between that and maybe some low to mid 80s in the warmest spots occasionally, and then cool off and then bounce right back again. So overall, we're going to be looking for today, mostly cloudy. We'll see some sun breaks this afternoon. Temperatures generally in the upper 60s and low to mid 70s. Tomorrow will be mostly in the 60s to low 70s with a few mid 70s in the warmest spots. We'll start warming back up again Sunday, and then next week, Monday through Thursday, we're going to be looking for partly to mostly sunny skies. Those high temperatures staying mostly in the 70s to the low 80s.